Let's be real about it. In the case when it comes to talking about reparations, everybody got reparations but us. Everybody got reparations but the slaves, or the freed slaves, the freedmen. Everybody got reparations. The plantation owners, the slave owners, they got reparations when they lost the right to have slaves. Historic fact, look it up. The Japanese, after the bombing, they got reparations. But yet, still, today, we do not have reparations. The Jews, or the so-called Jews. That's right, I said so-called Jews. I don't care how you feel about it. The so-called Jews got reparations from the U.S. and Germany and other countries as well. But you continue to deny reparations to the very people who built this nation, built this country from the foundation up. You weren't on the plantations picking the cotton. You weren't picking the indigo or treating the indigo or tobacco or any of the other commodities. That was us. We served your wars, your Revolutionary War, your 1812, your Civil War, your Spanish-American War, World War I and World War II, coincidentally, that still saw black officers lynched in uniform, court-martialed in uniform, after so-called dying for this so-called country.
I trained on the land before.
It's still
he got 100 acres of land.
no reparations. You gave reparations to every other people, but the black man and the black woman. Coincidentally, your mother and father. Because we are your parents in a sense. The cradle of life started with us.
I didn't ask no questions. You get what I'm saying? But,
and it continues with us.
You know what I mean? So, but, you know what I mean? Hey.
Reparations is just one of the subjects that we want to talk about.
People treat other people.
Yeah. Right.
Once it goes left, then that's
the second issue.
Talking different conversations. But as long as we're on the same page, I feel like we're all on the same page out here. Different views, different arguments.
Governor Youngkin.
We came out here for this right.
I call him Weird Al Yankovic because that's who he reminds me of. This is a message specifically to you, to the governor of Virginia. And I want everyone to hear me clearly. You want to whitewash our history. You want to take MLK, you want to take slavery out the history books. You want to completely whitewash our history. Fine, you want to whitewash our history? We'll make your history infamous. In every way, shape, form, or fashion. When you try to hide your history, you hide behind lies. You hide behind justification. But if you want to whitewash our history, we will broadcast on every end of the spectrum to make sure that your bloody history will be told the truth. What you did to the black man and black woman. What you did to the red man and his people. What you did to the Asian. And yes, what you did to the so-called Jews too. Just want to let y'all know on behalf of us and the ancestors, we out here to fight for our reparations. HR 40, we want to push that bill to the front. There's so many issues that come in and out of these state lines. and they never want to talk about reparations. And the reason they're not doing that is because it's not an issue to them. Reparations affects everybody who looks like me. Our ancestors fought and died over 400 years, and we were the only ones not to claim our reparations. Virginia is the birthplace of slavery. Virginia is the birthplace of the Confederacy. And so this is where it should have to begin. California should not be the forefront of it. Yes, we got Juneteenth. Yes, we have our state holiday and now national holiday. But now that means that they owe us. They know that they owe us, and then making Juneteenth a national holiday, that's admittance of liability. Over 400 years worth. We're not just talking monetary. We don't just want free money. It was already promised. 40 acres and a mule was literally already promised. But we're not here just to go on a tangent. HR 40 is a real bill. It's in Congress right now. Whoever your elected official is has since 2020 to push this forward. It's 2023. So whoever got elected the last term didn't run off of reparations. Now it's funny. It's actually hilarious that every time a black man comes with a gun, be it 1 or 2 or 10, look at the response. Go ahead, look at the response. But yet, when the oppressor does it, when the Caucasian does it, you may show a little watchful eye, but that's about it. What about us is it that you fear so much? Anybody? Well, since y'all don't want to speak up, I'm going to let you know what it is you fear about us. You fear that due to the past 500 years of history, once we unify, that we would do the same thing to you what you did to us. And it's funny, a lot of officers are standing out here. I have one request. Take a gander at the little badge on your chest. See, most of the time that little badge y'all be wearing is a star. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not a star? Y'all might be rocking a shield today, but most of the time when we see officers like you all, y'all rocking that star. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right? Let's talk about that star. That star came from the slave catchers on the plantations. I'll say it again, it came from the slave catchers from those plantations where people were only fighting for their lives, only fighting for their freedom. But yet today, you deny us reparations, but want to hold on to that same badge, to that same star that would put us in bondage. That same star that most of us saw, most of our ancestors saw at the end of a rope, or in front of a firing squad, or other tools, or dogs, hoses. This is the kind of stuff y'all co-sign on. You want to tell the truth, tell the whole truth. Like you say in the court of law, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But when it comes to y'all's history, when it comes to other people's history, you lie between your teeth. Ain't no tiptoe around no damn tulips. Ain't no gaslight, ain't no sugarfoot. I'm here to tell it like it is.
Hey, how you guys doing? How you doing, bud? We've been here plenty of times. I just want to let you know this area is all permitted area. 10 more people. If you guys want to slide over to the sidewalk or out on Main Street, but we just want to be fair with everybody that did take out a permit today.
You did on the sidewalk?
You guys could go on that sidewalk over there. Okay. Appreciate that. We just want to be fair to everybody that got permits and stuff like that. Okay. Thank you.
What's the permitted areas? That way we can be in compliance with the law.
So
I want to make sure that.
No, that's fine. I get you. So right now, the sidewalks are okay on that side of the street. Anything in this area here, the roadways around Capitol Square.
That's another case of point, but for right now, we're going to do that thing.
And if
right
you got,
here.
here's a
We're going to talk about that later.
But like I said, you can always go to the website
Make
for
sure y'all
mapping
get
of
this
the area and
evidence
stuff
of
like that. But
discrimination.
at Bank Street, these streets right here, and the sidewalks on that street are permitted areas.
Okay,
This is
so-
really kind of the only safe zone right now.
Okay, so sidewalk, no streets.
So no sidewalks on that side and that side, but this sidewalk's okay over here.
Okay, so
If you guys just scoot over a little bit there, you guys are good all over there.
okay, so no sidewalk
No
over
sidewalks
here.
over there.
What about down here on this right hand corner?
No sidewalks over
No
there.
sidewalk over there either.
No,
So
but
just
you can either go across the street or you can stay right over here or anywhere on the opposite sides.
So this block all the
You
way
guys are
down.
good right over here on the sidewalk, correct?
So all the way. What about on the this
If
corner
you go to
down
Main
here?
Street, you're good over there.
Okay, all right.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah.
Thanks.
So it's not even filed. I don't even know. Like, you try to look it up. It's not filed.
Who's sponsoring that?
It's already supposed to be all the way through. It's a state of reparation. It's literally supposed to be all the way through.
It went through already.
Yeah.
Oh, like last
session.
year.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so it's
okay.
been sitting and like nobody's pushing it forward, and so it's the study of it, and so it's literally the bill to study it. So if it could be pushed forward, just opening the conversation, like it's the study. We have so many universities here that could study it. It's not no sweat off nobody's back. Get HU, NSU, ODU, VSU, VCU to study it, make it a contest or whatever, and to see what it would look like. And then that, that's the conference. That's and it's already, like I said, it's already, through the federal. It's like I said, if you look it up, when we look it up, it's in there. So.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it. So, all right. Yeah, we'll look it up.
When will y'all be back in?
In there, only people who have to go to committee will be in there.
Are you willing to be a patron of reparations in Virginia?
I have to see the what exactly.
So basically, what we're asking for right now is for Virginia to spearhead the fight for reparations. So we could actually have VCU commission a study, right? Just like HR 40 is supposed to do, we can have VCU commission the study, right, here in Virginia, and then introduce it into law right here in Virginia. And you could patron this whole thing. Are you willing to do that?
Well, I need to see exactly the terms.
Okay,
we gotta
so-
see where the money comes from and everything. So,
Right.
but-
See where the money comes for the commission of the study of
So
reparations?
you're talking about the study.
The study, right?
Okay.
Because that's what HR 40 is. HR 40 is at the federal level. It's the study to find out who would benefit from reparations and who was affected by reparations. I'm sorry, by slavery. Who would benefit from reparations and who was affected by slavery. So we need to commission that study at the federal level, but we also need to commission it here in the state level, because if we commission it here at the state level, the other states will follow suit. And so what we're out here right now, we're advocating for reparations happening right now, right? So the only way that reparations can happen right now is by a study actually being commissioned, and then we say who's
Reparations
been affected.
now.
We can see who's been affected, and Virginia could be the first people to do that. And I mean, we spearhead everything else, so we could do that now.
All right, well, I don't have problems with studies, so I can see what I can do about that. Now I don't know about this year because every last one of us are full on bills.
Okay.
So that would have had to come to us before.
But you're
we got
willing to be the patron a study at the state level for reparations, for like something similar to HR 40.
Yeah, I'm willing to come down with partners and see if we can do that. So I have no problem with study. Yeah.
Damn! Yeah, AC Cordoza in the building.
Whoa!
My name is Lawrence West. I'm BLMRVA, and we'll be contacting you shortly about working on that. All right? Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right.
We're holding it down. Hey, we gotta start rolling on business card.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Definitely have to.
now, like I'm talking about trying to put a permit in like February 1st.
Yeah. Because if it's gonna take like 6 months.
Yeah,
There you go. Well, I can try and push it, quicker. But yeah.
Let's talk. Let's do dinner or something,
All right. Yeah. Absolutely.
or
All right.
lunch, or whichever.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, I'm gonna be in the office.
Okay.
All right.
AC Cordoza, he's in the district. I grew up in 249 Phoebus. He ain't got a record. That's cool.
He's a state rep, right? That's the one that you just spoke to.
Yeah, House Delegate AC Cordoza. Yeah.
Republican. Right?
Yes. Yes. He and Winsome Sears came to our second Juneteenth celebration at Fort Monroe. Went the year they were running, and it was a race, and they supported us as they were running, and they've been in contact with us since they've been in office. And as you see, that conversation, there's a conversation. So that's why we don't, we do. That's why we're here. And him, being able to have a conversation with him. That's why we like to have these type of expansions, because it's not about party lines. Like, who's going to do what we need them to do when we need them to do it. That's what elected officials.
So you're happy with how that conversation went?
Yes, because I know he's a man of his word, and what he says he actually does. So some of these other politicians leave you on read.
What are you doing from here? Are you continuing to do the reparations rally, or?
Yes, and then like I said, this other group, they're coming here. This actually will be Advocacy Day, so we'll be assisting them with Advocacy Day, and being here in the spirit of MLK. Like I said, these brothers came here from out of state and out of areas, and we'll make sure it's known.
Reparations. We need reparations. I know a lot of you over there standing behind those badges and in those hats also serve in the military as well. My question is, when you come home, why do you treat the people here that you went overseas to protect, foreign and domestic, when you come home, you terrorize the exact same people that you swore to protect? You come back with PTSD, traumatized, and forget that the people on this land stood behind you, supported you, wanted you to come home, missed you, and then you come back here and you mistreat the same people that you went overseas to protect. I understand that there's a code, because I understood the code when I was in the military as well. The code was to protect your battle buddy, the one standing to your left and to your right. When I was in Iraq, I couldn't understand what the whole war was really about. No one actually explained it to me. No one actually told me what we was there for. All I knew was I was trying to get home to my family and protect the brothers and sisters standing next to me. Now, I understand that that similar code has been passed down to law enforcement here as well. Protect your battle buddy, the one standing to your left and to your right, even if you don't understand the reason why you're protecting your battle buddy standing to your left and your right. You just want to make it home. But where's the humanity? Overseas, a lot of soldiers forgot what they was fighting for before they forgot what they was fighting for. Meaning, they got over there and lost themselves. They started throwing waters off the back of the 5 tons, teasing the kids, all different types of stuff like that, stealing, and they became corrupt. They didn't go over there and uphold the Army creed. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. So I want to ask you, law enforcement that's standing over there right now, have you forgotten what you stood up for? Have you forgotten the oaths that you have taken to the point where you have lost your own humanity? When you stop people and you pull them on, remember, they're still human beings trying to make it home just like you. And if you are scared, take off that fucking badge and go the fuck home and do something else with your life. I understood what I signed up for when I joined the Army. I understood. So don't tell me, oh, I was scared, I didn't know what to do, so I pulled the trigger. Have some discipline. Discipline. Some of y'all wouldn't even make it in the Army. That's why you joined the police, because you weren't built for it. If you joined the Army, half of y'all wouldn't even make it. You wouldn't. The mental fortitude that you have to take while you're in the military, I guarantee you it's nothing like being in the police department. Nothing. Take that shit the fuck off. Go home. Tell your family I made a mistake. I didn't know what I was signing up for. I just wanted some money. And I made a mistake. It's okay. Nobody's going to be mad at you. Nobody's going to call you a coward. I would rather you do that than to come out here and shoot somebody because you're trigger happy, you're nervous. If you're nervous, take the badge off. If you're scared, take the badge off. If you're not
not willing to die for the people here in America, no matter the race, take the badge off.